This is episode 65, the lighting is awful, of my weekly diary. Now, in this one, I'll find a spot because that is dreadful. Now, in this one, there was a game, but sadly I wasn't playing, so I have no highlights, which is obviously very annoying. But I still have school on one of the days and training, so I hope you enjoy. So I'll do a quick talking video for Monday and Tuesday because I don't have much else to do. Monday was in preparation for the game on Wednesday, so it was complete attack and defence drills. It was also about making sure we stayed connected in lines when we're pushing up off a kick, because obviously that's when we needed it most. Then it was a bit of workshop, so a few skills hadn't going through like tackles, but like on bags, so like none of it was actually on people because they didn't want anyone to get injured. Then after that we moved on to more work because we were looking through old videos of Exeter and they do maul a lot, and it actually did work a lot because when we played our actual game on Wednesday they mauled a ridiculous amount of times. So yeah, no, it was really good practice for that. We did quite a lot of line outs, making sure we were getting it right, and some scrum work, so it was all skill based stuff, so not a lot. Then we had some different drills where the ball was picked up, we all had to run. I think that was about 12 of us, and then we had to run to wherever one of our coaches were, make sure we were set as a line, we were running as a line, and honestly it really showed on the game on Wednesday, so it was really good. Then on Tuesday I had my first day back at college, which was absolutely boring as hell. So first off, our teacher didn't show up for like an hour, which was absolutely great. We had a fire alarm, and yeah, we were told most of our grades will be on the 2 tests, which one was business and the other one was like provisional or something. It was like something like that, but it wasn't the most interesting topics, if you get what I mean. So that's just gonna suck. This absolutely sucks. So we had to do like presentations in front of the entire class. Like, we didn't know we were gonna have to do it until like 20 minutes before we had to do it. So that was absolutely awful. And like a lot of the girls, because there's about 4 of us, we were in pairs and did not like talking in front of people. So that just absolutely sucked for a lot of us. One girl actually refused to talk at all. So I ended up having to do the presentation with her partner for her because she didn't want to be alone, which is understandable. But I was kind of like reading it off her screen because what I did mine about was boxing. So it was something I know, like something I can kind of waffle about a bit. But her one was about netball and I knew absolutely nothing. So I was like staring at her screen trying to just read it off. So yeah, and it's all at college, which absolutely sucks because there'll be no hardcore hill lessons at all. But that was my day on Monday and Tuesday. Hope you enjoy. This is a little bit annoying, but I'm going to have to do Wednesday, Thursday and Friday all in one video. And the reason for that is Thursday I did pretty much nothing. Friday I had training, but I didn't go Broncos because I hurt my ankle. And that was only from 8:15 till 12:30. So it wasn't even a full day. And Wednesday I was a travel reserve for a game but didn't actually play, so it's not gonna be a long talking video. Hopefully I'll be able to like put a lot into a lot into Friday, but that's gonna be about it. Friday was annoying and funny at the same time. So it was against Exeter, which was top of the league last season. We actually came really close to winning and we should have won. There were so many chances where we should have scored, but like tiny mistakes happened and we didn't, which is always so annoying because when you're that close, because we were 1 try off of winning. So when you're that close off, it's just like, why didn't we win? Yeah, so before I was there, absolutely brutal journey. I managed to sleep for like a solid 3 hours because I normally do pretty well sleeping on coaches. Because I get travel sickness, I try and sleep for as long as possible. And then whatever I don't sleep, it's like an hour. So, not the worst. Then we had, like, we did all warm-ups and stuff like that. We were playing and I was a flag girl. And I was absolutely shocking at it. And I say that in a literal way, as I nearly was flag girl for nearly all of it, except for when apparently I missed a few calls and I didn't realise. And they actually took the flag away from me and gave it to someone else. So I'm not the best flag girl. In my defence, that was like the first time I'd ever played it. Like, ever. I've never done flag girl or anything like that. So, yeah, it wasn't fun either. I hated doing flag girl. But I didn't even realise I missed the things I missed. It was only because they're like, "Hey, you're supposed to go there." I was like, what happened? Like, someone's foot apparently went out, and I was like, if it did, that would have been a ridiculously harsh call to make. But yeah, obviously, no. It's over now. Thursday, I didn't have any school because it was first years, and apparently they might carry it on to next week. So I either don't have school next week, Thursday, or I have it from 1 till either 3 or 4, which then it's a bit pointless going in, but obviously we still have to anyway. So Thursday I did washing, and that was about it, because it, like, travelling takes it out of you. Like, you are so tired, and it was like torrential rain as well half the time. So I was just so tired that I just stayed in bed most of the day. Then Friday I had gym at 8:15 in the morning. It was full body muscular hypertrophy, which is actually my favourite one because it's like CMJs into broad jumps, box squats and stuff like that, which my box squats actually got a lot better. So I think last time I did it I was on 84 and it was really weird because I was like, I don't actually think I could get any higher than this. And it was just like, I couldn't. And then this time I got to like 95 and I was like, this is still, like, obviously it's hard, but it's still like relatively easy that I could move up. So I think next time I'm going to try and push it to 100 and kind of see where I go from there. But no, it was very weird. Then we had skills, which was focused on lineouts because our defensive lineouts in the game against Exeter were absolutely shocking. Like, we just couldn't get the person up, or we had like 3 calls, and then yeah, at one point someone fell over. So I must say, like, our scrums were absolutely brilliant. Like, we were pushing them over, and for a team known for like scrums and more. So annoyingly, my phone just cut out while I was talking. So as I was saying, they're a team known for like mauls and scrums and stuff, but ours, we were like competing fully with it, and we were actually winning a lot of the time. So honestly, ours has gotten so much better. It was just the defensive lineouts we really needed to work on, and making sure we had a set call and follow through with it. But that's like all I'd say for that. So that's what we were practicing on Friday, was going through kind of lineouts and stuff like that. There wasn't like any tackling either because it didn't want anyone to get hurt. There was no conditioning either. We did some attack v defense and we did a whole lot of passing. However, it was also torrential rain again, so the ball just kind of turned into butter at that point and everyone kept dropping it. So yeah, got a bit annoying. But that was kind of skills. We had some game analysis, but obviously didn't play, couldn't say much about it, but they were given positives and negatives, and apparently they're going to start being more strict with it, which is like obviously a good thing, but also kind of thing, if you get what I mean. But yeah, so that was pretty much the session, was fully lineouts, attack v defense, and a whole lot of passing. We also had some independent at the end. I was helping some first years with lifting because some of them were like struggling a bit with it, so we managed to get that in as well. But obviously because we also had like wet legs and stuff like that, it just kind of made it a bit harder for them to get like full extension without slipping. But they were doing really well, so overall really good job.